Hey guys, what is going on? This is your old pal CHH. Now, this is such a cool video. Now, I'm not going to say the person's name online because as I'm filming this, I don't know if they want me to. They know who they are. Thank you for making this really a horror dream come true. This is such a cool item that we're looking at today. But the cool thing is there's preliminary things. This is a Halloween release that I never thought I would be able to get because the reality is they're collector's items. They're not cheap to get. They cost a good bit of money. This gentleman said, listen, my father used to be a huge collector and he would buy multiple versions of things back in the day. I have a spare. I'd love to send it to you. So he sent it to my P.O. box. The funny thing was I was waiting for the P.O. box shipment that he get sent to me to show as delivered. The actual thing on the box where you could scan the code to update the shipping, it got destroyed. So it's just been lost on paper, but it's actually been in my P.O. box for a couple days. Thankfully, I just went in to go check and saw that. But there were some really cool things there. I've actually got a few preliminary things. The first thing I want to show before we even get into that is this right here. I finally picked up 28 years later. I gotta say, I really like this film. I really do. I've actually not soured on it. What's the opposite of soured? I've unsoured on it. Not that I just, the ending threw me off, but the next movie can really decide for me whether I ended up liking that film more or not. You know, time will tell, but this is so cool. This film is finally here. I didn't get the 4K, I got the Blu-ray. It is what it is. I might get the 4K for Weapons, though, because Weapons, that's a masterpiece. I want to get that movie in the highest quality. So, that's that. So, this is probably as cool to some of you, maybe not even more so than the main event, which you can see a little bit of it right there. Kind of a sneak peek. I didn't mean to have it in frame. But let's look at a few things. I actually have here some actually sealed VHS tapes. This is amazing. The first thing we're going to look at is right here. A Good Times. Let's see if this will focus for me. $9.99 sticker on it. There we go. It's got a $9.99 sticker on it. And the famous thing about this is, look at the top. They misspelled Jamie Lee Curtis. The nightmare isn't over. Look at this tape. Factory sealed with a $9.99 sticker on it. That's actually a good price for that. Now, this VHS came out in 1996. Good Times would have the right for the Halloween films from about 1996 to about 2000 and, I believe, 1. And then as the advent of DVD kicked back in, Universal kind of, get back into the swing of things, and they started releasing some DVD again. But this is a cool piece of horror history, this VHS tape of Halloween 2. And it's so cool that it's shrink wrapped. Yeah, with a barcode and everything on it. Wow. There's more. This is really cool. And I can't undo these because of the fact that they've got these tags on here. Here is a Blockbuster video. Blockbuster was selling tapes back in the day. They had their Blockbuster Presents line. A sealed Halloween Blockbuster Presents tape with a Blockbuster value price sticker on it. This is so cool. This thing has been on here for a very long time, and I'm not taking this off. If these didn't have these tickets, I might actually undo these, but I don't think I could bring myself to do it. I mean, look at that. Halloween Blockbuster Presents. Now, this VHS came out in, I believe, 1995. Blockbuster Presents. Now, they did this. They did a few movies. One of the ones of big importance that they did that I know of is Night of the Living Dead, which I have in hard condition. But what a VHS tape this is. Look at this. Blockbuster Presents is a special edition of some of the most enjoyable films ever made, John Carpenter's Halloween. Look at the Blockbuster logo down there. We got a picture. Got two great pictures on the back. Wow. Shrink wrapped. Never been opened. That is so freaking cool. Hey, give it some time to focus. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I love it. Yeah, so that's cool. But we have one more. Now, this one made me pop. This one is not only shrink wrapped, it has a Kmart. Do you guys remember Kmart? If you're like me and you grew up in the late 90s, you shopped at Kmart. You didn't shop at Walmart as much. You shopped at Kmart. Kmart was the department store you went to. They had blue light specials. I remember my mom used to actually kind of hang out in Kmart's because of that. You know, you could hang around, and then these certain sections of the store would have these blue lights go off, and stuff in that area would be on sale. Check this out. Shrink wrapped with the magnetic tag still on there. Halloween H2O VHS with a Kmart sticker. Kmart. Oh my god. 5/18 was when this was put on the shelf. So that was that's got to be May. So this might have been put out in May of 99 on VHS. At least this run of it. But look at this. Let's get you guys a close-up look. I am flabbergasted at how cool this is. Kmart sticker on there. Oh my god. I'm so in love. Sensational, smart, and non-stop scary. We are going to be doing a video. We'll be filming it ASAP on is Halloween H2O better than the Blumhouse trilogy? And I'll save my response for that for the video. You might be surprised which way I go. But look at this. Factory sealed Halloween H2O VHS tape. An instant classic. Jamie Lee Curtis, sexy, smart, and stunning. Los Angeles Times. How cool is that? Factory sealed with a Kmart sticker. I can never take that off. Never. So I'm in love with this. So this was just a bonus. But to have 3 factory sealed Halloween VHS tapes, which is so perfect because when I go to close in the garage and make my permanent studio, as it were, I'm going to have such a cool sort of collection for like my vintage section. I'm really going to have like a nice vintage section where I can watch VHS tapes on a real tube CRT television and have that all set up properly. So I am just floored at that. Now we're going to look at the main event. This is a Halloween item I have longed for many, many, many years. The reality is it's not expensive to the point where like nobody can get it, but they're just not cheap. Here we are, guys. The Ultimate Edition for Halloween on VHS. The 20th anniversary globe set is finally in my possession. Let's get you... Oh, and I gotta be careful with this. Here's the original tag, price tag. I'll see if this can focus for you guys. The original price tag. Let's see if that'll focus. $29.99. And I don't know what year this was put out, but you know, let's put this right there. Look at this beauty. All right, let's see if I can get this a nice shot for you guys. Holy smokes. Snow's Glitter Blood. Halloween 20th anniversary commemorative numbered set. Look at the snow globe in there. 20th anniversary includes widescreen VHS with theatrical trailer and limited edition commemorative snow globe. This is obviously an Anchor Bay release. We will open this up. Now, there's something about my set that's funny that, you know, I'm not upset about it. It actually is a very common thing. Let's see. Now, this box is actually a very dense kind of box. Whatever this material is. They've got these corners in here to like kind of help keep this thing in place. But you got this great shot of Michael on the front right there over the staircase. On the side, we've got Michael getting ready to break into the laundry room, is what we called them as kids. Lockers or whatever you call it, the closet. There's the VHS tape in the back. This is the deluxe VHS tape. Anchor Bay, of course. And on this side, we actually have a shot of Jamie. And here's the top. You've got this on the top. It's actually a very sturdy... I'm impressed with how sturdy the box is. So let's see if we can open this up. Pop this open. Now, this is what I was talking about. The snow globe. Luckily, everything inside the snow globe looks fine. All the specs are in there. But as you can see, all the water has drained out of the snow globe. It's all drained out. Luckily, it looks great. Now, from what I understand, this is actually fairly common for some of these that sit around for years and years. Now, this is number 10,388. There we go. But I do love the snow globe so much. There may be a way for me to fix this. I'm not sure. I have to do some research into this. But this piece of cardboard, as you can see, has been saturated. It's not wet anymore, but it looks wet. But this is supposed to stay on the bottom. and it looks like that when you have it down there. But one more shot of that. How beautiful is this little snow globe? My God. There may be a way for me to fix this. 1978 to 1998. At that point, think about it. This movie was 20 years old. And then, of course, this may be a VHS you can easily get individually. But this is the 20th anniversary widescreen presentation of Halloween. I don't have this VHS at all. It comes in this beautiful black clamshell. Video Treasures and Anchor Bay. Which Video Treasures is kind of not so much of a great, not so much of a great label, Halloween. I think Video Treasures kind of made tapes a little bit cheaper. I'm pretty sure that one of the tapes Video Treasures used was the cheaper tapes, which is pretty much common with, recording tapes, the quality. The film's cheaper in them. I could be off on that, though, but look at that beauty. So guys, I want y'all to get another shot of that snow globe. It's just beautiful. I love it so much. Yeah, very, very cool. I'm going to keep it, obviously, displayed in the box. But what a beautiful gift. I'm so grateful to finally have this in my collection. The thing about this that I genuinely love is how legitimately vintage it just gives the vibe off. Like it feels so vintage. 1998 was kind of one of those times, DVD was clearly a thing. But in the same breath, DVD was also a thing that not many people had jumped to. So doing a collector's edition in 98 on VHS made sense. And just makes this... I'm just in love with this. Like, what a really cool piece this is. And I'm just so grateful to finally have this in my Halloween collection. I'm getting this thing to close. I'm always nervous I'm going to damage it. Like, getting this thing to fold in at the top. But I'm not going to mess with it too much. But what a piece of Halloween history, guys. The prices for these on eBay, it's just they're getting tougher and tougher as the farther we get away from it. But what a beautiful piece of Halloween history. This right here is... I love it. What can I say, guys? So, yeah. Pretty cool. And it even has the original... I think that's an FYE or a Suncoast tag. I'm just going to have to keep it on there with it. But how cool is that? This is so nostalgic, seeing a Kmart sticker on there. I love it. God bless you, my friend. You know who you are. Thank you guys for watching that. Another piece of Halloween history is added to the collection. Thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. Without you guys, this would not be possible. To get behind the scenes photos, videos, music, private live streams, and much more, you can subscribe to my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Thank you to my patrons.